Today is Girta Khilnani, to her friends known as Giddy. I'm Judy Stevens, and I'll be interviewing her from back here. Okay, Girta was born in 1926, first heard of Baba in 1958, met him in 1959. Her early childhood was spiritually oriented, and she is going to start from that area of how she was raised.
My father was a colonel in military. He was a doctor plus surgeon, but very spiritual man.
What religion were you? Were you Hindu or Parsi?
Hindu. Okay. And we believed in Sikh religion. Granth Sahib, have you heard about Granth Sahib?
Of course, the Sikh religion, absolutely.
Sikh religion.
Mm-hmm.
We were Hindus, but following Granth Sahib.
Uh-huh.
Granth Sahib. So in our young life, we were taught that scripture, Gurmukhi. And every day we would read some portion from that, Granth Sahib, and then start our day.
So you did it with spiritual readings?
Yes.
Every day your family sat around?
Yes, we sat around, and our family guru used to come to us very often. Either he came or we went to him.
To his house? To his temple or whatever it was?
Whatever place he came, Bangalore.
What was your father's name?
Colonel Khilnani.
And your mother?
Mother Sati, S-A-T-I. Sati, both were very spiritual. Very, very. So naturally,
lovers of God.
Lovers of God. And so naturally we children also grew up in that atmosphere. Early atmosphere. We would not go to school without our prayers. Just as we have Baba's prayer and others, which others repeated. Like that we had in our own language. 2 prayers. Plus we had to do some jap. Take God's name, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever we could spare, the time we could spare.
And then you'd go off to school?
Yes, we go to school and then come back in the evening again. We had to do the same thing.
So you had prayers twice a day?
We had to repeat God's name as much as we could. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It was not compulsory that we should do it for the full 1 hour, whatever we could. And that was our Guru's
wish.
Not order, but wish. He would take us with us to Bangalore, that garden. What was that garden?
You knew where the Golden Temple is?
No, that is different. Bangalore Temple, Bangalore Garden. Anyway, we would go around with our Guru, but we were very happy in that life. Disciplined life. My father wanted us children to come up in that disciplined life and spiritual life.
And so as you got older, and you were in the high school.
Then we went to college, then I went to college.
What did you study in college?
Enter science, enter arts.
The arts.
I wanted to do my BA and be a teacher. Or be a nun. So many things I had. Or be a social worker.
Many interests.
Many interests in life.
Did you finish your BA?
No, I couldn't. What happened in between my mother?
You finished your BA? Your bachelor's? You didn't finish 4 years?
Oh, I mean, UD I couldn't because my mother fell very ill. So somebody had to sacrifice the studies. We were 6 sisters. 2 were doctors, 2 were married. And I was the only one staying at home with my mother.
So you took care of your mother?
I took care of my mother, who was very ill. At the age of 50, she became very ill. So I had to look after her and discontinue my
education.
I did go to college, not that I stopped going.
You just didn't graduate.
But then I could not concentrate on studies because I had to look after her. And then then question came of our marriage. My mother said, I'm feeling very ill. I don't know, any time I may go up and you'll be all alone in the world. You haven't finished your studies. So the proposal came from the boy's side.
Okay, now what's the story on your marriage?
Marriage is that you see, somebody suggested that boy's mother suggested that I want a girl from good family. And then she heard about me. And she continued. She wrote to my mother.
So the 2 mothers were arranging this marriage?
Yes, 2 mothers were arranging. And boy's mother was very keen because she wanted a girl from good family. So she was very keen. She wrote to my mother and it started without any fuss.
How long did this writing back and forth go on until?
Oh my, that went on for very long.
For a few years?
3 years because
3 years.
Because Prem was not an easy person.
Did Prem want to get married?
No, he didn't want to marry. He said, no, I don't want to marry. But his mother forced him. She told him that I don't want you to go round about with 10 girls. I want you to get married and settle your life. You are a judge. You are staying alone from parents.
He was already a judge at that time.
Yes, he had just passed. He had just become a judge.
Just become a judge. Just promoted or whatever it's considered.
And mother wanted him to get married and settle. Because he was not staying with his parents. He was staying in a different village where he was posted.
And the mother didn't like him having the bachelor life.
Yes.
Didn't trust that.
She didn't trust. So you see, she wrote to my mother that I've heard about your girl and I'm prepared for this match. So the writing went on and my mother also was happy. She said, here is a boy who I'm getting, good boy from good family. So she said, okay.
When did you meet him?
I didn't meet him at all.
When did you meet him?
Not before marriage.
On the wedding day you met him?
Just little before that.
Just before?
Just before that. In between, so many letters went up and down, I'm coming to the real story. So when the mother told her son, when he came home on weekends, Saturday, Sunday, he came home, the mother announced that I've got you engaged.
Very different from the Western world.
Very difficult. So you see, you know what he said?
What?
Cancel this wedding. Cancel this marriage. Nothing doing, I'm not going to get married. You get married with this girl if you want. Her mother got very upset. And she said, now that I have said yes already, and even in writing I have said yes to the girl's mother, now I am not going to cancel. Do what you like. Then he said, okay, I am going to do. I'll cancel it. You be out now. You have done something wrong, you be out, he told his mother. You cannot take such steps without asking me. So he wrote a letter to my father saying that treat this as cancelled. Because my mother did this without asking me. She had no right to do it. And then my father also got very upset.
At your mother or at Prem Khilnani, the judge?
No.
Prem was your father.
No, my father was Colonel Karamchandani. Pritam, his name was Pritam. And Prem was Judge Khilnani, my husband.
Right.
So you see now the correspondence starts between...
And your father was angry at who?
Angry at son-in-law.
Ah.
This kind of man, he's behaving in a funny manner.
That the contract has been arranged, and this was how it was in those days, as it is very much still in this country. The parents arrange, right?
So this man got upset, and my father also was a military man. He too got upset. He said, how dare he behaves like this? So he wrote a letter to Prem Khilnani. But what is this going on in your house? How could we believe that your mother has taken this step without asking you?
So he thinks that he's lying.
Maybe lying or maybe he's making up story.
He just didn't believe that.
He didn't believe
that would happen.
How could this happen? So the correspondence started between son-in-law and father-in-law. So the son-in-law said, he used to call him Baba. He used to say Baba for our father. He said, I like your connection. I mean, not from a marriage point of view, but I like your family. I want to keep connection with you, but not from marriage point of view. So my father wrote back, then I have nothing to do with you. Stop this connection. Because you have deceived us, your mother has deceived us. So nothing to do. And then son-in-law got upset again.
In other words, he was saying your mother was not honorable. This was a dishonorable family.
Dishonor for the whole family. And then my mother would tell me, Girta, forget this man now. He's behaving very funny. So let's get you engaged with somebody else. Other offers were coming in between.
Yes, I saw pictures of you. You're still very lovely.
So another offers came. I told my mother, nothing doing. I will not marry, I'll become a nun. Because I don't want this worldly life. I want to become a nun. So she said, don't be silly. This is not the way you are behaving. It's not right. But she went on giving me lecture. In the meanwhile, my father was going to some ceremony in Pakistan. In those days, you see that it was not yet division.
He wasn't divided, the countries.
No, it wasn't divided. So he was going there. And then the son-in-law said that he wrote a letter. They were in writing terms. So he wrote to my father that I would like to meet you. And father said that I have nothing to do with you if you are not going to have this connection.
If you're not going to be honorable.
But he said, no, I would like to meet you. So my father said, okay, there's no harm in meeting. So they met somewhere.
In Pakistan?
Pakistan. In our spiritual temple. There was some ceremony. So my father went from Madras. We were in Madras, south. And they were in north, Pakistan. So the meeting took place between father-in-law and son-in-law. And there they had their talk. They exchanged the views between each other. And they talked, and my father tried to tell him that you people haven't behaved in a right way. It's not good families don't behave like this. So now when they were going from each other, my father told him, Prem, shall I take it as my defeat? After meeting, after writing, after the connection has been going on for 3 years, and you are not stopping writing letters to us. You want to keep the connection, but you don't want to marry. So I have nothing to do with you. And shall I take it as my defeat and forget everything for altogether? Then you know what he answered there? What he said? He said, Father, Baba, defeat is not yours but mine.
So he agreed to the marriage.
So you see, then again also it took some time. He was not easy. Then he started writing to my father, I'm a very difficult man. I feel that no girl will be happy with me. I cannot keep any girl happy. Therefore, I decided not to marry. So you see, this thing, that thing, so many, I can't remember all the details. Then my father kept quiet. He said, what to do? It is so difficult. In the meanwhile, my mother kept on telling me. I said, okay, on one condition, allow me to be a nun. Then I'll forget this man altogether. She said, you have not even seen this man. How do you say that you want to leave him? You want to marry this man when you have not seen him? Anyway, I didn't argue much with my mother. Then you see, somehow, even the meeting was arranged. Myself and Prem. That also by accidentally he saw me walking in Bombay on Marine Drive. We had gone to Bombay for some work from Madras for treatment of my mother, I think. And there in the evening I used to go for a walk with my cousin on Marine Drive. Have you heard about Marine Drive? No, because you have not come to Bombay. He also used to come. There he was posted in Bombay at that time. So he used to come for a walk on Marine Drive. There he saw me. Next time I'll bring that letter and show you. From far away he sees me. And he had not seen me personally. And he said that it came into my mind that this is the girl.
He was taken by you. So he decided to marry.
So he decided before, because my father told him that this is not the way to behave.
But when he saw you, that
and then he was more
looking forward to it. He wasn't so against it anymore.
No more against it. So he wrote on his own to my father that I am ready for marriage now. And he told his mother also.
So the family arranged the marriage. You got married.
Then we got married. The talk started in 46 and we got married in 49. 3 years it took for this.
And what was the background of Prem Khilnani's family? They were not spiritually oriented. They were,
you see, but not like us, our family.
You were very devout. And they were just
and then somehow
casual interests.
Somehow my mother-in-law also saw me somewhere. She saw me and she was also very much drawn. She said, we are getting such a nice girl and from a good family. And here's my boy who's refusing. So she was annoyed with him also.
So it worked out well. You got married. Then how was it until you finally heard of MeherBaba?
Now I'm coming to that. We got married in 49. 3rd February.
You had children right away? By the time you heard of MeherBaba in 58.
Yes.
You had all 3 of your sons by then?
No. In 58 we heard about Baba. 59 we came to Baba.
You had children?
Both the boys were born.
2 boys. I thought you had 3. Just 2.
No, 2 boys. One was abortion. So 2 boys.
2 boys.
2 boys. So we came to, first Prem went to Baba.
So how did you hear of MeherBaba?
I told you, he read in the board Guru Prasad outside big board was written.
Right.
That
but you said that before we filmed it. Say it again because it wasn't being videoed. We talked about that just before.
So that board, it was written on that board outside Guru Prasad that this time Avatar Man Baba is going to give open darshan to everybody, whoever comes. No restriction on darshan. So he was very anxious. He said, no, I must go in and get it. Then Baba called us in 59 when he came back from the West.
So you had to wait until 59?
Yes.
And he wanted to go, so you were going to go accompany your husband. Were you interested in knowing Baba? But you
not in the beginning.
You were just going to accompany him as the wife?
Not in the beginning. I was not interested because I had my own guru.
Right.
And I was happy in my own life. So you see, he went alone to Baba.
On 59? The first time?
First time.
How was it for him when he went to see Baba? What was his, what did he tell you? What did he feel?
He didn't say, he never used to talk much about it.
He didn't, when he came back from Darshan,
he didn't say anything to me because he knew that I wasn't interested. So he didn't say anything. What happened after a few visits? Baba asked him about me. Where is she? So he came and Baba told him to bring her. So he came and gave me this message.
And what did you think?
I didn't think anything. I said, he's calling me, why not to go? First I thought in my mind, I've got my own guru. Where is the need for me to have another guru? So you see, that hesitation was in my mind. But all the same, I did go. I did go, and then he, as usual, he talked nothing about his godhood, just general.
Like, what did he talk about? Do you remember?
Not much, only.
Ask how you were, how your sons are, that kind of thing? About your day-to-day life? About
day-to-day life. Did you sleep? Did you do this? Ordinary questions.
Now, what did you feel? What did you feel when you saw him? Were you just curious, or
no, I wasn't.
Thought he was a nice man? What?
Judy, I wasn't sure that he's God. I said, how God could come in human form? How could he come? But then you see, before that there's a small story of my school days when I used to go to school, when they used to teach us about Jesus Christ at the age of 5-6 years old. Then I wrote a letter to God in school.
What did you say?
I say, God, if you really exist, I want to see you in human form.
At 5 or 6?
5. And then I wrote, you know what address I wrote? To God in heaven. And posted that letter in the post box. So you see, when I came to Baba, I was reminded of that letter.
Did Baba remind you, or you just remembered?
He must have given me that thought, na? Otherwise, how could I remember after so many years?
Yeah, since we were so little.
So he reminded me, and then the thought came in my mind, oh, you wanted to see God in human form, didn't you? A question arose. And I said, yes, I did want to see. Then why can't you believe God is sitting before you? Even then, Judy, it took a little time.
To dawn on you what just happened. From how did he know?
That's
when you were 5 years old. You didn't even remember.
I don't even remember him.
So you had to, it took a while to remember what you did as a little 5-year-old.
No, this has come in the book. Somebody has given much love. When I told him the story, he has put it here. So you see, it started like that. But whenever I went to Baba, he would play hide and seek.
Like how? What do you mean?
What do you mean, Mana? Sometimes he would give me the feeling that he is God. Another time he would tell me, no, I cannot be God.
He would tell you that, or in your mind?
In my mind. I'm just an ordinary man. Why do you want to come here? You got your own guru. Follow your own guru. And then ordinary questions he would put. Did you sleep well? Did you eat well? What did you do? Did you quarrel? I mean, then that made me all the more puzzled in my mind that here's God sitting before me and he's asking these questions.
Very casual, like your neighbor kind of thing. Or like family member.
How could he ever be God if he's asking these questions? And then once he gave us the order, you come and pass whole day here.
Come to Guru Prasad.
Guru Prasad. From 8 in the morning or 8:30 to 3 o'clock. The whole time we would sit with Baba, watch him. and be with him, have his company, and he would call us like that. To see more about him. Then when I went to Baba, he said, where are your children? So that you see even now, children entered this life. Vinod and Raj.
He said what?
He said, where are your children? This means children.
Yeah.
So both the boys were taken to Baba. And the first question Baba asked Vinod, the elder boy, who am I? Now before me he's asking me, who am I? And you know, at once the answer comes instant. Baba, you are God.
This is from Vinod.
And Raj also same thing. He also said, but he said, Baba, we are taught in the school that Jesus Christ is the highest of the high. He was God. Then Baba told them that yes, Jesus Christ was high. But now I have come as it. I am same as Jesus Christ. So both the boys believed without any obstruction, hesitation. They said, well, we have seen God before us. So it was easy for them. Which was difficult for me, became easy for them.
And your marriage with Prem Khilnani, Judge, as he is known as Judge Khilnani, was not an easy marriage, was it? It was a very difficult marriage. Do you want to talk anything about that and about any instructions Baba gave him, or?
Baba used to tell him that you try to keep her happy. Because he said, no girl will be happy with me. I'm a very hard man. So Baba used to remind him every time that Girja is my daughter. So you have to keep her happy. And he would tell me again that you try to make him happy too. See that you do whatever he wants you to do.
Baba would tell you to do what Judge Khilnani wanted you to do in the family and the relationship of the marriage.
Should be good.
Be a good wife.
And he took, Judy, I can't tell you, he took such a lot of interest in our family.
Baba did.
I can't tell you. He tried to bring us very close to him.
What was the event, or how was it that you finally began to feel, yes, Meher Baba is who he says he is? When did it take years? Did it take...
No.
How did it come about?
I'm going to tell you that. So you see, whenever he would ask me these worldly questions, what did you eat, what did you sleep, what did you do, how are you going on, is Prem giving you enough money? Such questions used to puzzle me again. Oh God, you say you are God, and you want to ask me these questions because so many people, the hall was full.
And it embarrassed you. Did it embarrass you? Because they were very personal, very private.
Of course.
You were shy.
Of course I was shy. And I would not answer him openly as I'm talking to you. I would say in my mind, and he would make out.
And that was okay with Baba. You answered him mentally, telepathically, actually.
And one day the question came in my mind, Baba, you just cannot be God. Yes, I cannot take you to be God because you are asking me all these questions and you are making me open before the whole crowd. And everybody knows our life. Khilnani became famous for this.
Became the public knowledge of everyone, your private life.
Public. So Judy, this used to
upset you.
Very upset. And once I told Baba, you cannot be God. So I said, no.
You felt shamed?
And I said, I'm not going to come again. Because if he's going to open us like this, I'm not coming.
You don't want to be, you felt embarrassed.
So what happened that day, Judy?
When you said this to Baba, in your mind?
In my mind. Then Baba suddenly says, Girja, Giddy, I don't know first what he used to call me. Then he called me. He said, now you tell me, Erich said this, that Baba wants to know, Girja, that who are you? Again I wanted to run away from that.
He said in front of everyone, or was this private?
Of course, no private, nothing.
Okay, this was during the assembly.
Okay. During the assembly to make me more open. So I said, I wish I had not come today. Why did I ever come? Did I know that he's going to ask me?
And pick on you? He felt he's picking on you?
Who are you? Now what am I to answer him? Who am I? I can't answer. I can't say anything. So I said again in my mind, Baba, I don't know what to say. Then again, Eric said, Baba says he's not going to leave you unless you answer. Can you believe you did all these things?
He knew exactly what you were thinking, of course.
Oh God.
And so what happened then?
Then, I said in my mental mind, Baba, tell me, what shall I say? Who am I means, what do you think? What am I going to say? That I am God? What do you want me to say? Then Eric shouted. He said, Baba says he wants to know whether you are a man or a woman. You answer this question. Again mind said, being a God, he doesn't know. He has created me. He doesn't know whether I am a woman or a man. Then Eric's answer. You see, this all was going in my mind.
Well, you were answering, but Eric was saying out loud. And no one knew what was going on from you. Baba did, so it was like he was talking out loud and you were talking back with him. You were speaking with him, but only mentally with you. And Baba was doing it through Eric's verbally. So the people that were around had no idea.
No idea.
No,
because I didn't want this to be open.
Yeah, they didn't no idea.
So you see, therefore he proved to me that he was a real God. So playing his game.
So he said to you, what?
Are you a man or a woman?
And you said.
And then I had to say, because Eric said, Baba is not going to leave you today. You have to answer this question. Then I said, I'm a woman.
You said out loud or mentally?
No, loudly, because you see, otherwise he wouldn't let me go.
He wouldn't let the mental go.
He wouldn't.
And then what did Baba say?
And then what happened? Then Baba said, why don't you say you're a man? Why? What makes you say you're a woman? Now again, you see this puzzle question. Then I said in my mind, what should I tell him now? So it is said that Baba says, what makes you say you're a woman? Now what would you answer? What would you answer?
My physical body.
So I said, I know for certain I'm a woman. How can I be a man?
I gave birth.
Huh? How can I? The same way then Baba says, as you know you are a woman for certain, I know I'm God. For certain. So what is there if I say I'm God? What makes you so puzzled? Why do you doubt when I say I'm God? I'm playing my own divine game. With every disciple, he has his own way of playing, you see. He doesn't behave with everyone in the same way. So you see, that day went out nicely.
And how did you feel when you walked away that day?
Then I thought that he was God 100%.
That was what you needed. That was the final thing.
Judy, that was what I wanted. So he proved to me 100% that he is God and he is playing his divine game.
Then you came to...
Then I came to
to understand how...
So the life starts, real life starts from now.
Your real life with Baba started, you feel then, when you finally inside reconciled that.
Correct.
That was troubled you so much.
I didn't want to go anywhere else now. After coming to Baba.
Forget Singh? You wanted to forget your other guru,
because Guru was not living now. He had already gone. On that also he explained to me that when your Guru was living, he could give you all the help. Now that he is no more in his physical body, he cannot.
Baba told you this?
Of course he told me. And then that also didn't go into my mind at once. Then he said, supposing today your husband is a judge, he can punish anyone if he proves that somebody is wrong. But supposing tomorrow he retires, he has no power to punish anything. He can't do anything because he is retired. So in the same way, your Guru is also retired now. So you take me to be all in all. Fully you
watch that corner. You don't want to hurt yourself in the corner of the table.
No, because some mosquito, I think.
You need to be careful up there.
So you see, I'm telling you, gradually Baba had to work on us, both of us. And Prem also, he told Prem that no need for you to go, what words he used? Window shopping. He said, now
for gurus, you mean? Window shopping for gurus?
Now that you have come to the real avatar, God, no need going to Pondicherry, and even though he was reading about other gods, saints, so he told him, no need, you be here. So you see, gradually he would call us every day, every second day, third day. We would come and pass whole day with Baba.
Were you living in Bombay or Pune?
Pune.
So Baba was very close to Guru Prasad.
Gudi, when he was in Guru Prasad 3 months, at that time we were posted in Pune. Station corner, very close to Guru Prasad.
So you saw him all the time?
Often.
You'd go spend the day there or a couple of hours? Or?
No, from 8 to 3.
Often? You would just sit in
not
his
only
presence?
ours, but even some others.
Yeah, others he would call. And you would just sit in his presence and he'd go about his day and you'd just be there.
He said, you bring your lunch with you and come and be here till 3. And then again started another game.
Did Baba ever come and sit and eat with you, your food? You know, your lunch, did he ever come and share your lunch with you?
No, I used to send him lunch.
You used to make lunch and cook for Baba. What did Baba like that you cooked?
I used to ask Baba, what shall I send you? He said, send me anything with your love. I eat whatever you send. So like that.
So what did you make? What?
Dal rice. Baba was very fond of dal rice.
Yeah, I've always heard that Baba, that's his...
Dal rice, and he was fond of any green vegetable. Methi, spinach, anything. Or bajaz.
Bajaz?
You know what is bajaz?
I'm not sure. What are they?
Besan thing they are made. As they make here also, Pilgrim Center, they make sometimes.
Not bakri or...
No, not bakri.
Bajaz.
Yeah. They are just like...
Is it something that's deep fried?
Deep fried.
It's like, it looks like a little, almost like...
Yes.
Nutrella almost, like that. He liked those, huh?
He liked it. So I used to send him from Pune.
Or those things that look almost like spring rolls.
Yes.
They look like Chinese spring rolls. Got water there. But you can turn off when you cough. Or you don't need to. Not much. Baba. So he liked those kind of spring roll things.
Mm-hmm. So when
those are called the judge. They're called, what are they called? Those vegetable spring rolls?
Bhajas. In our language. Anyway, then he would make again another fun. He wouldn't leave us anywhere. He wanted me. I don't know what was Baba's real reason in making us open in the whole crowd. Mm-hmm. He would ask us, why have you come late today? In the morning, 8:30 was the time we should arrive in Guru Prasad. And supposing we were 10 minutes late or 15 minutes, he would make us stand up and say, why? Why you late?
And what would you say? Traffic or?
No traffic, nothing. Prem would tell him that, Baba, you ask Girta. You ask her why she came late.
And what do you have?
It's because of her that we were delayed. Then again he would look at me. Is it true? Is it true that what he's saying is true? You delayed him? Why? Then again in my mind, you see, Judy, I could never speak out before Baba. So in my mind, I said, Baba, I'm a housewife. I have to get up early, cook, bring the lunch, get children ready, have breakfast. So that will take some time. And the men have to do nothing. In our, you see, life, men do nothing. They don't have to cook, they don't have to do anything. And I had to do all the work. So it takes time.
So you were very, very busy up until you left. And he was sitting and reading the paper.
I don't know what he was doing.
I know, that was figure of
I'm not
speech. Yeah. He was not, you had...
But he would put the blame on me.
Yeah.
Then he would ask me, then Baba would again ask me, then what had you to cook so much? What have you brought that it took you so much time to cook?
And what did you say?
Oh God. So I said, Baba, today we have brought double beans. You know double beans?
The what?
Beans. Mm-hmm. That I used to put in the night for soaking. Mm-hmm. And in the morning just put it in cooker. Or I don't remember, we didn't have cooker in those days. So I used to cook those like a vegetable, bring with chapati.
Baba like that.
Baba didn't eat, but he would ask me. So twice or thrice a week I would bring this. Because Prem was fond of beans also. Maybe that or maybe other reason, I can't remember.
And that took time to get ready in the morning and that sort of stuff.
So whenever I brought beans, Judy Baba would ask. Not otherwise, when I bring other food, he wouldn't ask. Only when I brought beans.
He asked what you bring for lunch today.
And the answer would be beans.
So he always thought you brought beans all the time.
So you see, he kept our name, Double Beans.
Called you, what was the name he called you? Say it slow.
Double Beans.
Double Beans.
So instead of calling us Khilnani or Prem Khilnani or Khilnani, he would say, have double beans come today? And that would make everybody
laugh. Baba always had cute names, didn't he, for everybody?
Yes. And I would get upset again in my mind.
Why?
I don't know why, Judy.
You didn't like being called double beans?
I didn't like Baba making fun of us all the time.
And yet, he was probably doing it with such love, you know, but you were so sensitive.
I was sensitive.
And shy.
Shy. Both things. Both things.
So really, it sounds to me more like you didn't like him pointing you out in front of people. You didn't care what it was about. You didn't want to be pointed out.
And that our name should be open to the whole lot. That we are like this. Baba has to find fault with us every time. It wasn't You felt Baba was finding fault more than he was just being. You felt he was criticizing. He was, as you said, finding fault. He said that was the way of my mercy on you. But that was later on. In the beginning, we didn't know all that. How did he say later on? Did you ask him why he found fault? Why did he say that? No, it was working in my mind. I didn't tell him anything openly. Right, I understand that, but in your mind, did you? Never did I complain to Baba, or did I say anything to him. Only I wanted his love. And to be more and more with him. You said later on Baba had told you that this was his mercy on you. This was, how much later? You know how Baba was very hard with Mandli people. How especially. How Baba treated people. I don't know how he treated Baba. No, very, very harshly. Was he? Every time. Now that I'm reading this book, Lord Mayor, and every time how he's criticized. Baba didn't like his way. And Baba would also feel same as I used to feel. Better leave this God and go. Why find fault with me all the time? Baba, if you don't like me, then let me go. Baba would tell Baba. And Baba told him, no, you are not going. It's my mercy. I want to give you more and more of my mercy to you. My harshness is for your good. So same thing, then I started feeling like that. That Baba is being very kind with us. And why should this wrong thought trouble me? When he told you what it really is, his harshness is really for your own good, you started accepting that inside. And gradually he brought us so close to him, Judy, that from Pune we were going to be transferred. To where? I don't know. Somewhere far from Baba. We don't come to know where we are going to be transferred. So Baba told us that now you try to come to Nagar. Because he was coming back to Nagar. And what happened? From Bombay to Pune to, he said, now you try for Nagar. He told my husband. He told to apply for Ahmednagar, which was probably not a prestigious place at all for a judge. It's not a place you'd ask to go, right? You'd ask for a big city where there's like, and here he's this little town. He's coming to stay on the lower side. Almost like a cow town. So you see, when he asked for Nagar, High Court asked him, why you want to go to Nagar? Nagar is not meant for you. He said, no, all the same I want Nagar. He said, but why? What is the reason? It's not a place for someone who's moving up in the world. And then he had to say that my God is in Nagar. I've got some interest in Nagar. And in this country, everyone understands that. And then Baba, of course, he turned the key. Baba said, you try and the rest I'll do. Your duty is to try. And my duty is to work in my results. So you see, in that way, from Pune we were transferred to Nagar. And you lived, where did you live when you moved to Ahmednagar? Now when we come to Ahmednagar, that is another story. That again, Adi K. Rani, I don't know whether you have heard. Yes, of course. He was Baba's secretary, like Erich. Even Erich was there, but Adi used to do this correspondence. Right. And he told Adi that these Khilnanis have come here, I've called them. Baba told Adi that I've called these people here. Now it is your duty to get them a house. So poor Adi was upset. Now he said, Baba is giving me this difficult work. So he took us all around Bombay, Nagar, and showed us many houses. But no house was right for our stay.
But you had your children with you, yes?
Yes, 2 boys.
How old were they then?
8 and 10, 11. 8 and 11. They wanted a room, I wanted a room. Prem wanted for his office work, and my father was with me. So we wanted...
Your father was living with you then?
Because my mother passed away.
Uh-huh.
So my father came to stay with me.
So you needed space.
We wanted 3-4 rooms. So this no house was fitting us. Then Baba called Adi again. In the meanwhile, he kept us in the guest house.
What guest house?
This.
Trust office?
No, not trust. There was another guest house.
Akbar Press? Akbar?
No, not very far from
the trust. Like Vilu's or something, huh?
No, it wasn't very far. This was very close.
Okay, but they had a guest house right by the trust office.
But Baba would keep on reminding him every day, what have you done, Adi? What is this? This is not fair. And then one day he got very upset. Adi
got upset one day.
Adi said, now Baba, what shall I do? No house is fit for them. What can I do? Then Adi said, you want me to give them my house? I am prepared to give them. In Kushru quarters.
What did Baba say?
Baba said, okay. If you are willing to give them, I don't mind. But since I have called them here, I feel it is my duty to look after them, to give them, provide a house for them.
So you moved into the Kush quarters, which became the trust company.
So the trust room, which is used as a trust room where money used to sit, and now I don't know who sits there. Nobody sits there.
Sometimes they'll sit in sometimes I think Rangoli will sit there at the desk where Ranu used to sit. The room that you go through before Erich's table. Right, that room. So that
room was my bedroom. 2 beds were there. Boys used to sleep in the same room.
They do in this country, yeah.
They do. And Prem had a separate room. He would never sleep because he had to write judgments till 2-3 o'clock. So he had his own room, his own bedroom, his own study room, and one was drawing room.
Was it the room that was right next to yours?
No. Next to mine was
one of the back ones.
Next to mine was drawing room, sitting room. After that was my father's room. Maybe his study room, I don't exactly remember. Another room was his bedroom.
Quite a few rooms in the trust company.
All in a line.
And where Erich sits, that was your kitchen?
That was our dining room.
The dining room.
The table where Erich sits, that was our dining table. And the room where Erich takes rest, that was my kitchen. I used to cook there. So you see, there we passed good time. Baba would often come.
So you lived there, and Baba every time. So Baba
used to come there.
He was living in Marisad, of course, then.
And he would come to us very often. Not very often, but whenever he came to Adi's office, he would come to us.
He'd come to you, and he'd ask you what? Would he ever sit and have meals with you, or would you still send food?
Listen, I'm coming to that. And then one day, early morning at 6, between 6 and 7, he came in that room. I was alone. Prem had gone for a walk. And I don't remember where the boys were. They were studying or doing exercise, God knows. But he came and stood there.
In your room?
Mani's.
Where her desk is now?
Mani's room. He came and stood on the brick like this and asking me, where are others? Where is Prem? Where are children? I don't remember, but I was so excited. I was so happy that he came. Then I said, Baba, what will you have? I wanted him to have breakfast with us.
Because it was early, 8, you said?
No, but you see, they have, by the time I make it, it will be 8.
Yeah, I see, it was before 8, So what did Baba say?
Baba said, you prepare the breakfast. We will not have here. I'll take it with me to Marisad.
Where was he going? Was he going to Meherabad?
Meherabad.
Back to Marisad, he would take it.
So I prepared something, I don't remember what. Snacks or whatever, bread, something which I could make fast. And I gave them that.
Did Baba ever eat puri? Did he like the puris?
Puris? No, he didn't prefer.
He didn't prefer them?
Fried things he didn't like. Only Bajaj.
Bajaj, he liked Bajaj, but not the...
But that also only 1 or 2.
Uh-huh.
He didn't eat much. He never ate much.
So you got to make breakfast for him, or snacks for him that time. Were there other times you got to do that for him? He would come early?
Not every day.
Not very often.
But I used to ask him off and on because I was in Kushru quarters and Guru Prasad was, Maharajad was not far away. Every day man would come up and down and Adi would tell me, Girja Devi, have you to send anything to Baba? 1 hour he used to give me.
If you wanted to make any food or anything to send.
And I would quickly make something and...
So you often got to make food to send to Baba and the Amangali at Meherabad. And who would cook for Adi? You cooked for Adi as well?
Also. He used to come and have lunch and dinner with us. Adi used to come often.
That came out very nice for him, didn't it? He got good
and
food.
You see, he would tell us so much about Baba. He used to give me awakeners in those days. As soon as I finished one, he would send me another.
What were some of the things you
remember? So I came to know more and more about Baba when I was
Do you remember some of the things Adi told you about Baba?
Many, many.
Can you, just a few? Can you remember a few to tell?
You see, sometimes Baba gave instructions to Adi not to do this, not to do that. In spite of that, he did it. He did it, not that maybe that he did it consciously.
Something happened and he ended up doing it.
And once he was coming from Pune to Nagar, on the way he met with an accident.
Oh, I heard about that, and the child was killed. Baba was told not to be on the road at a certain time, and he was by chance, and had an accident at the exact time. Yeah, I remember that. So things like that you're talking about.
Same thing with us also. He would tell us whenever you went out on inspection, you let me know. But you see, we would forget. We would forget that time that he is God and we have to inform him. So once we went to Rauri. You have heard about Rauri? Sugarcane factory.
Oh.
Yeah. On the way we met with an accident, but Baba saved us. The road was very slippery. We just could feel that our car was lifted from the road and kept it at the right, on the right side, down the road.
It was just like move. Just move.
So when we came back, he got very annoyed. He told Adi that why these Khilnanis did not inform me that they are going to Rauri. I could have avoided, I could have done something. But because they didn't inform me, they had to meet with this. But nobody was hurt, excepting car was scratched. Second time also we were coming from Pune to Nagar. In the night we started. Same thing happened at 3 o'clock in the midnight.
Had an accident. Because you didn't inform Baba?
Didn't inform him. So we had to carry our car in the lorry. Put the car in the lorry and we all sat in it.
Got in it to ride.
And when we came here early morning, Baba again got upset that you people don't understand what you are doing. So then Adi told us, now please be careful in future.
And you were? You never went anywhere without informing Baba after
No,
that?
we just had to write and give it to Adi. And Adi would send it to Baba. These people are going out. Now the time comes. In between when I was in Kushru quarters, then I would ask these Mandli people if they had any work. And Baba gave me the chance of, stitching Baba's windows, curtains.
And making some curtains for Baba?
Yeah.
You wanted some work to do for him.
So I had machine, my own sewing machine. I would buy that. You see in that Baba's room, you see curtains white on the window? You may not have noticed.
Those are ones that you made?
Those are. I don't know whether they are same, but same type. The way you are sitting, I had not the full curtain, but 2 portions. So that little work I used to.
You'd have a chance to do for Baba, to do little things like that he gave you. Did you ever make any sadras or anything like that, any clothing for Baba?
No. I wasn't good. In those, I wasn't good in that. Little things only.
As the years passed, and how long did you live at the trust compound?
About 2 years. And then again we were transferred.
Were you transferred to where? Do you remember?
Alibag.
How far away is that?
That is about 200-300.
Away.
Seaside place.
And Baba...
Then again I started telling Baba, we don't want to go from Nagar. He said, again you try to come back to Nagar.
Try transfer.
After 2 years we would be transferred again.
Back to Nagar?
He told us right then. Baba told us, you come back here. Then Prem told him, Baba, I can't get it. Every time I can't get Nagar.
And what did Baba say? You try and I will.
Baba said, you write an application and then I'll help you. What is... No, he used some other word. He said, what is not possible with God? You try and everything is possible with God. So you see, we went over.
So then, you kept coming back to Nagar? Did his request always get him back in Amanagar or sometimes not?
No, this was the second time.
This is the second time.
We came to Nagar on promotion as a district judge. First he was an ordinary judge, civil judge.
And then he was what kind of a judge when you came back?
He was promoted as a district judge.
Ah.
So he was all in all in that court. Other judges were under him. So we were given big bungalow.
So you didn't stay in the trust compound?
No more staying in the trust house because we got our own. Near DSP's office. You have seen DSP's office?
Yes.
There.
It was near there.
Next to that.
Big bungalow. What year was that? Do you remember?
67.
And he stayed. Is this where you lived until he died? And he died what year?
Who? Baba, 69.
No, I know Baba. No, Prem.
He died now only 2-3 years back.
So, and you lived in that bungalow this whole time?
Not all time. No. 2 years.
Until he died?
Until Baba died. Baba passed away, we were again transferred.
Oh, I see.
We went to Satara. After that, after Alibag, we came to Bombay. I mean Nagar. From Nagar we were transferred to Satara. And Mera was telling me, you're again going to the same place where Baba has stayed. And Judy, we stayed in Satara, in the same bungalow where Baba stayed.
How fortunate.
How fortunate, really. Muthal bungalow. To confirm, she told me, send me the picture of your bungalow. And we sent it in.
It was the same one that Baba had stayed at.
Baba had stayed. Upstairs, downstairs, big bungalow, big beautiful. Baba used to have bhajan programs up. Kavalis used to come and sing on the top.
He'd have them upstairs. Did you ever go when Baba was in Satar?
No.
Other than Pune and here in Amanagar, were there other places that Baba would go to that you would see Baba, or were these the two main places? Pune and Amanagar were the two main places where Baba spent most of his time, actually.
4 years here, another 4 years. And
at the trust compound.
Nasik, we went for few months to Nasik.
When Baba was there?
Yes. 62, 63. So in Nasik, I forgot to tell you that. So you see, Baba tried to keep us
near. When you were staying at the big bungalow near the DSP, which for the video, for those who, it means the Department of Superintendent of Police, and when you had that big bungalow there, did Baba ever come there to see you, or did you?
Baba never came, because in those days Baba was not feeling well. He wouldn't move out. We would go to see him in Meherabad, but he didn't.
Did you have a chance to go very often to Meherabad?
That's right.
Would you make food and take it when you went?
When Baba asked.
Only when
even on my own. Even on
your own, you would just send it.
Even on my own, I had people, so many court people, I would send with my belly. He used to take it on a scooter. And Baba would pay him 2 rupees. I remember that also.
Oh, he would? The man who
took the food.
Baba would give the man 2 rupees. Lucky man.
Lucky man. Something interesting I was telling you. I forgot. Once you know what happened? There was a case, somebody had filed a case against Baba. Have you heard about it?
What was the case about? What was the charges?
I don't know real story about it. But somebody did play some mischief. There were many people who were against Baba.
Yes.
And Baba said that they are doing my work. So he didn't mind it. But we were called for that reason. For that reason, because he would like to discuss. Baba said, oh, this man is going to file a case against me, Prem. Tell me, what will I do? Will you call me to court? And have I to stand in that witness box? And what questions will you put me? And how will I answer you? So the whole crowd who used to sit there.
At Meher's, this was all being discussed at Meher's side.
So they all would laugh. They said, God asking these questions. So
yeah, the God being put on the witness box, and what's he going to say?
What is he going to say? So Prem used to tell him, Baba, you don't have to worry. I'll do everything for you.
Do you remember what this lawsuit was about? You can't remember?
About?
What was this person going to sue Baba for?
Some money matter.
Oh,
some
claiming
land,
something.
Some money, some land. You see, we were not interested in that real matter, but we were interested in this Baba's. How he was so worried. Being God, he was so worried.
Obviously, he was doing some work, whatever it was.
Of course he was.
He plays the role. So he's saying, what will I say on the witness box, and what questions will you ask me?
And how will I answer you?
Yeah.
And everybody used to feel amused.
Because here's God acting so human. And then what happened after that?
Then what happened, this talk would go on for 8-10 times.
But every time you came, 8 or 10 times when you came,
and
Baba would keep
and
bringing
he would look very anxious. Oh, Prem, now what shall we do? This man is harassing us. This thing and that thing. Then Prem used to tell him, Baba, okay.
So Baba.
Shall we raise this point, Baba? That what is making him do all this? Could we not try to make up without going to the court? Compromise. They call it compromise. Then Baba said, no, let it have its own.
Let it run its course.
Natural way. Let everything happen in its natural way. And then the case would go on, talk would go on, everything would go on. And in the end, Baba won the case.
So Baba had to go to, No, I know Baba didn't go to court, but it did come up before the court.
It must have come. I don't know that
because if he had to win the case, it had to come before the court. And Judge Khilnani, he handled it and he must have represented Baba or someone represented Baba.
Naturally, but then Baba warned him that don't take my side.
You're a judge. You have to be impartial. So he had to hear the case. And he had to play the role literally of judge, with God as the accused, and this other man as the defendant, and he had to sit there and be impartial. What a position!
Oh God!
That in one way is so amusing. But in another way, what was Baba doing? What kind of work? It's just unfathomable.
Honestly, Judy.
That he would have himself his case brought to court, and one of his deep devotees, very deeply devoted to Baba, had to be a judge.
Impartial.
And Baba told him, don't you side with me, you be impartial.
Don't you side with me, because I am your God. In the end, you see, Baba won the case, the other fellow.
The other guy just didn't show up or something.
Then you see, you know what Baba told Erich? Now look at the wonderful thing on the other side. Baba told him, Erich, to pay him all the cost.
Pay the man, even after he lost.
Pay him pie to pie. Whatever he has called, he went to court, he did this, he did that.
All his expenses.
All his expense you cover.
Even though they won and they wouldn't have had to do that.
And they had to do it.
In fact, they could have turned around and sued him for cost.
Yes.
Because it was like a harassment. But Baba didn't do that. Instead, he paid the man for his expenses.
Compassionate. Too compassionate. What to tell you?
And what did Judge Khilnani ever say anything about that case to you? Did he ever make any comment? He never talked about his work.
No. Never.
Were there, now you said that you had to go a number of times to MeherBabaLibrary for like 8 or 9 times. Baba would bring this up and then talk about it, preparing for the court date.
Even Guru Prasad, why MeherBabaLibrary? This case started in
Pune? But where was the court being held? In Ahmednagar or Pune? It had to be, if he was being the judge here
You see, the talk used to go there and then we used to come here also. So it must have come here. Because from Pune we were transferred here.
But it started there. But the court case was here, do you remember?
Here. I haven't yet come in the Lord Meher, you see, they give all these details.
The story of the court case and all of that is in Lord
Maybe
Meher.
in next Lord Meher. Now I'm reading 16 and 17. Now
Some
that
of the
is
last ones.
That is given us about our connection with Baba. It has started. How we came to Baba.
The story of that.
First, Prem met Baba in Karachi in 1941.
When it was in 41.
41. There he didn't know that Baba was God.
He met Baba
He didn't meet Baba, but he heard about Baba.
In 41 when he was in Karachi.
He was a judge there, just started his career.
Was Baba in Karachi at the time?
At the Karachi, you know, these Baba was going for must tours. He was at Koitia, but he went to Sakhar was a small place where Prem was posted as a judge. He went there, he sent Baidal and Aloba to go and find a certain must and bring him to Koitia. Baba had some work to do with him. And that must was a Sindhi, Qazi Sahib. So they came to know, Sakhar was a small place, just like Arangaon. So some local people told him that this must is Sindhi. And now new Sindhi judge has come here, who also is a Sindhi. So you take that with you and go and meet that Qazi. Must. And take him to Koitia. So they went to his court, Bedil and Aluba, or maybe some other fellow, I don't know who.
To this Sindhi, to this must. They went to his court.
So Prem went with them. And as
he went with Baidal and, who was the other one?
I don't remember.
But he actually went with them to the must. Because someone told him
that Baba wants to see you in Koitia. He wanted to tell him. So he stopped from far away. He told Prem that I am a very illiterate man.
I'm a very what?
Illiterate. I am not studying.
Illiterate.
I am not LLB like you. I am not a judge like you.
Baba told.
Not Baba, must.
The must told
him that.
Okay, I'm trying to understand the story.
He told him I am not a judge like you. So don't come near me. Don't ask me. I am not going to Koitia.
I see. He said that to Prem. And Baidal had to take him to Baba. So what happened?
But he says there I came to know about Baba. Something about Baba. But the Must refused to go. But Must knew that the Sindhi judge, he said, I am not a judge like you, so don't come before me. Now this I read only 2 days back in the Baba's.
Must have been in some of Judge Khilnani's papers or something that he told, or in Baidal's account or something. And so he never, he didn't meet Baba then, but the contact was made then.
Contact was made. Then forgotten.
Yeah.
Then we came.
Till years later. What a story.
And in between, Baba would call us so many times. Whenever there was any program, he would call us.
You mean like any Sahavas program or just anything of any gathering of any kind?
Anyhow.
Sort of like the Dada Chanjis, huh? He had them come a lot too. Yes, sort of like that. He had you guys come all the time.
Some families, you see, he called when he had some important work to do. So C.D. Deshmukh of Nagpur. He was there, Murthy was there, and then you see, I don't remember the names, but few families, and we were among them, whom Baba would call.
He would always call you guys to be there.
To be with me.
Did you take your children all the time, or just?
No, not all the time.
Sometimes.
Only when Baba said he bring children. Otherwise, this meeting was only for
adults.
And then Baba would have fun. Baba would play cards. He would play this thing, that thing, joke. Tell somebody, oh, I am so tired. Come on, somebody must tell me jokes. Or do some acting. So quickly they would play some
little play, put a little skit on or something. Some little play.
Or especially when Baba's nephews, Rustam and
Sarab,
were there, he would tell them, come on, hurry up, do something fast. So I want to change my mind.
You wanted to relax it from.
And then to play this game. Till 3 o'clock we were allowed to sit there. So in between Baba, after taking his lunch, he would come and sit and play Laris game.
Is that the name? What were some of the games? Do you remember what he would play?
Laris.
How do you play that? Do you remember?
With cards. Baba would give the cards to everybody, and there were 2 sides. One was Baba's side and one was the opposite side. And those who lost the game, they had to rub
their nose on the ground. Were you there on Baba's side?
Ladies were not allowed to play.
Oh, ladies didn't, only the men played.
We could watch, but we could not play. Naju and I remember. Naju and we were both asked to sit and watch. Naju Kotwal and I. We 2 ladies were allowed to sit and watch.
Did you ever get to play any games with Baba at all?
No, then he used to play marbles also. Carom. And what else? 7 dice.
Did your sons ever? I'll have to get them video.
They were too small to play these games.
To play marbles?
No.
And did he ever play marbles? Judge Khilnani, he was kind of serious. Did he?
He was a serious type.
He was a serious type, so playing marbles wouldn't have been a thing for him, would it?
Only Laris game Baba asked him to play.
Not carom?
No.
Not carom.
And then fly kites. Baba was fond of flying kites.
Did the women get to fly the kites?
No.
No.
I didn't see that.
You didn't get to...
Maybe women monthly must have done, but I...
Yeah, up in MeherBabaLibrary. Did you ever watch Baba fly kites?
No.
No.
That was in his early days.
Oh, this wasn't at this time. This wasn't at when he had people coming around him and that sort of stuff. But you did see him play Laris.
That was
and carom. You saw him play carom?
Carom and marbles.
And marbles. Baba had a funny way of shooting.
No, he had a special way.
I mean, that's what I meant, a special way. Most people, when they shoot marbles, they with their thumb. But Baba had his finger and he would flick it or something. He was very accurate, though, wasn't he?
His all ways were different. And he himself was looking, Judy, quite different than the rest of the world. I was saying, how could he ever be such a handsome, good-looking? Never seen any person.
So beautiful.
So beautiful is not the word. I can't tell you what it was.
Magnificent? Magnificent?
Magic. Once if you look at him, you don't want to turn your face away. Wonderful God. He went to Hollywood.
Yes.
And one actress was after Baba. Have you heard about
it? Tallulah Bankhead.
She told Baba, you come to me and dance with me in the woods and talk to me, and I won't tell anybody. Baba just had a laugh.
And probably twinkle in his eyes, huh?
Acha, now I'm going to read this to you.
Oh, okay.
How Baba played with each disciple in his own way.
What is this you're reading? Is this from...
This is how Baba worked on prem. If you read, I think that will be better.
When he saw a person, he must be at one, knew him from his origin.
You're not familiar with his writing, no?
No. You want to read? Are you okay to read it?
When he saw a person, he at once knew from his origin. He knew Baba. Baba knew the person through and through.
Right, through and through. People felt that. Where I've reversed it, and Girta is now sitting in the windowsill where I was sitting. She's going to read this, and hopefully we have enough tape on this one particular one to read. Go ahead, Girta.
When Baba saw a person, he at once knew him from his origin. He knew his stage of development and limitations. He was aware of the ego inherent in him. Baba began to work upon his ego in a masterly manner. He would pamper him if necessary, and then gradually, like a skillful surgeon, he would start trimming the overgrowth of the person's ego without wounding him much, and at the same time applying the balm of his divine love so that the person was neither particularly hurt or overjoyed. Then the period of assimilation took place, when the person would think inwardly, intensely as to what had happened to him at the hands of the divine surgeon. The patient would eagerly look forward to the healing process of the master surgeon. Whenever necessary, Baba would call the disciple to see the extent of his progress and to give him more help if required, until the limit of that person's evolution in that life was reached. The working of Baba was unique in the sense that he would not prescribe any particular sadhana, jap, tap. He would leave the mind of the disciple free and drawn to himself, that is Baba. He himself, Baba, would assume all the burden of the disciple's progress. Having worked to the limit of the disciple's capacity, he would turn away from him to do other divine work, which was enormous. He tackled the ego of his disciple not by any discourse nor explanation, but by a single word or wink of an eye, or a smile, or a look, or a laugh. Baba is way of life. He makes you see your own worth, but he never humiliates. He knows where to draw the line. He owes his love to counterbalance the likely inrush of lowerness in the disciple. He treated every disciple person as a divine part of his own self. Baba is God, Baba is the way of life, and Baba is the higher self of the disciple. Baba's formula for God realization is complete remembrance of God, honesty in action, making no one unhappy, but being the cause of happiness in others' lives. No submission to love, to selfish love, lustful desires. Being in this normal worldly life, one can lead the path of God realization, but complete obedience to the God-man brings one directly to God.